Okay, walking up on the property here. Here's the gate. Big hump in the driveway. The gate's got to go out because it's too sharp of a turn. Most equipment can't get in here. I'm gonna have to go from that tree to this tree, I think, to be able to get in here, and then level this driveway out about 40 feet up. Although it's done a pretty good job so far. As you can see, it's pretty clear right now. It's pretty cool, actually. When I first time I came up to the property to after we bought it, where the driveway here is, I had to walk through here and ribbon out where I wanted to cut through the driveway, and I got literally hundreds of cuts from the vines and the thorns, and my clothes were all torn up and everything. This was solid jungle. You couldn't walk through any of this. And this big hole right here between that tree and here was all solid vines. I hardly took any trees out of there. That was all vines. Burn pile, there's one way up there. There's this one, which I've been mainly adding to. This is going to be the pasture from here, 1,200 feet going up that way for the horses. But the burn pile looks big, but it's actually small because I've been chopping the crap out of it, condensing it with the chainsaw. And actually, look at the vines. This is actually the third generation of vines that I've pulled through here. What I do is I take a cable or a rope. Look, right there's one that's busted that I couldn't get out, and tie them to the vines and the trees and haul ass with the truck and just yank them right out of the trees, and then drive around and around in this pile until they start breaking away, which doesn't happen very often because these vines are incredibly strong. I've been pulling them with a 5,000-pound rope, 5,000-pound breaking strength, and the vines won't break, but the rope does. But as far as you can see, going that way, that's the property. Pasture all the way that way. Let me get back to the driveway. There's the old truck over there. Cleared out around all the big trees, so now they'll start growing up pretty well. I have to switch hands here. Getting tired. Ugh. Alright. So, I don't have much time on this camera. So anyway, let's see, getting back out to the driveway. So, here's where we came from. There's the gate, and then up the driveway, going this way. Probably about 300 feet of 400 feet of driveway going up. The old monster truck. Ugh. Chain wrapped up to it and ropes and stuff. I've been pulling trees down, or trying to. Not always very successful, but it works enough where it's worth trying at least once. And it's surprising because some of the bigger trees will come down, like a tree that size right there, will come down, and the smaller ones won't. And some of the product of taking all these trees down, plenty of firewood. Pile here, many piles. Piles out in the woods out there scattered all over the place. But anyway, driveway comes up here. That tree's got to go, although I got a question about that, because I think that this might possibly be a live oak, and then I'm not going to take it out. Those are like almost sacred trees. Nobody cuts down live oaks around here. You can see all the ribbons. All these ribbons here are all trees that I'm going to try to cut out this weekend, and leave stumps like this for a bulldozer to come here and level it. This is where the house should end up theoretically being. Oh, by the way, it goes back that way. There's tons of property here. As far as you can see back that way, that's the property. Oh, the old privy that I put back there. And but yeah, this is where I'm standing dead center of where the house would be. Looking out, this is what you would see. Less trees because I got to cut out some more, but privy. Anyway, heading back toward the road here. Give you a good idea of what this place was like that you just saw behind me. Here's the jungle. I haven't touched this yet. We probably won't even touch it. But this is what you're looking at. Here is what it was like. Everything back there that was cleared. And we probably won't touch it because of these guys. The vines got to go. They're killing the trees, but there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and all the way back this way there's a couple more. Those are live oaks, huge trees, hundreds of years old. They have all kinds of ferns and stuff and growing through them, and they're very majestic trees. They really are. So, but anyway, let me head back up toward where the house area should be, which would be right here, where all these trees are flagged, and then turn to the left. And going downhill is, oh, right there, by the way, is where the tent has been set up for the past year, which Christine and I tore down last time. Right there is where the new tent is. It's downhill, and I think I'm gonna start from here and make a multi-level walkway down here, because eventually this is going to be a very cool place to hang out. This deck that I just built here. The deck's currently like a 12 by 17, I think, what I've built so far. But this is our temporary living quarters. Camouflaged as best as we could. Water still got in last night. But anyway, this is it. A lot more actually, but it's hard to see. I mean, the trees go back as far as you can. Right there.